how are you looking at the budget?
See, if you are looking at a knee-jerk reaction budget, it is not. That markets react knee-jerkly. People like us are long-term, and we as industry do believe that India's real goal is at being a developed economy. So we have a very responsive budget, a budget which focuses on fiscal consolidation, reducing the deficit, increasing growth, that will lead to lower inflation, and I think this is a sign of a good economy. So I think I'm very happy because we are now moving towards a positive economy. See, go to any foreign nation, budget doesn't stand for what tax cut. Tax is certain. So tax certainty is more important than tax cuts. Now look at the other benefits. Now the ease of paying taxes, TCS, TDS, rationalization has happened. Penalties have been imposed, but criminal action is now decriminalized. The forms are easier. If you are a trusted taxpayer, you can clear a container in 2 hours. That's what we want. If export has to increase, we can't have containers stuck for days. Then certain key sectors of the economy, let me just list down: AI, semiconductors, high value crops, cashew nuts, coconut, marine, aeronautics, ethics, all this biotechnology, they have been given focus. Government wants industry to partner in that. So that is the right way to move forward. And we as industry should be part of this development effort of the government.
You talked about certainty in terms of tax. In policy also we need some certainty. Do you think this budget takes that thing forward?
Yes, I think a lot of more there in the micro. Our team is reading. A lot of things have been simplified, which is good news. And ease of doing business we can see. See, the Prime Minister's statement was very clear just a day before the budget. We have to reform, perform and transform. So reform process has started. Transformation has already been done, if you ask me, in India. Now performance, actually we can't only expect government to do performance. So my message in this budget after is that we industry also has to do our performance, put in the money. So I think time has come for industry to put in private investment in the focus areas. Now if you invest money in these focus areas, of course we gain, but the nation also gains. I don't think we want to rely on imported almonds or want to rely on importing fuel all our lifetimes. We want to really become Atmanirbhar in energy, Atmanirbhar in food, and I think this budget paves the way for that. That is how I'm looking at it.
Are you seeing that happening though, private sector investing?
I definitely see private sector putting in more money, and I think the way they are now looking at a whole committee to relook at the banking system in India, because finance is really much raised to investment. I do believe it will also give a flip, and the lower interest rates which we are going to see is also going to help investment, because what we need is lower cost of funds to put more money. So I think overall I see that happening. As I said, private sector should be now part of this big ticket projects, and that is very important into going forward.
And so the government had already done some bit in terms of consumption, like GST rate cuts and all. But what does the budget have?
See, this budget, if you ask me, for personal taxes are already lower. GST has already happened. We were not expecting. But if inflation is under control, that means more money in the hands of the consumer, and that means more purchase, and if it is more purchase, it is more good for the economy. That's how I see. And my personal guess is that if the monsoon is good, which I expect next, there will be more further growth in the sector, because agri sector growth is more important for FMCG. And all this money which is flowing in the agri sector will help the rural economy, which will help us get our crops also growing.
So how has demand been for you after the GST cut?
I think demand is positive, at least in the small SKUs. Because earlier what used to happen, see, for the rich man, 100 rupee, 500 rupee, buying 5% tax doesn't make a difference. But if you are buying a 10 rupee product, even 1 rupee makes a difference. So I am seeing it, Rasna and products like us are more for the common man. And for there, I think even a 150, 50 paise, 1 rupee change does matter. So it has helped. And if you see, most of the companies have also given up more value. So we have not only reduced the prices, we have also started giving bigger packs. So overall, we are seeing it translating into growth. And I see more of that happening in the coming months. But more than that, I think this India FTA treaty is going to change food processing. Because at one go, we have now got a whole backyard in Europe as our market. I use the word backyard because they have stopped manufacturing and they don't have agri crop also. So imagine we can make all their products and export them. I definitely see a big opportunity. Even Just treaty has been signed and we are getting feelers from European companies who are very happy for collaborations. They want to outsource their products to companies like us. They don't want to manufacture. And now that there is no custom duty, I see a lot of outsourcing happening for the European stores into India. I think it is big news and big opportunity. Big opportunity.
Will you personally be, getting into that market?
We are already outsourcing. I make for some foreign brands already. And now the happy news is that earlier the demand was only for our line of products. Now they are wanting their line of products also. So definitely, like juices, we can do pack mango juices for the Carrefours of the world and sell under their brand, and there is no duty. So to that extent, I think that's what I said, that is big news for the food processing industry, that food processing has been covered in the FTA in a major way. And I see for no reason why olives also cannot be grown in India. Why should we import olive oils? It has already started. Rajasthan has started growing olives. So very soon I see olive oils being made in India and being sold to the world. If Scotch whiskey can be made, not Scotch, but whiskey can be made in India and sold. So why not olive oil? So I think that is the big thing which we are going to see. And more FTAs are also going to be signed. My guess is even the US FTA will be signed very soon.
You think so?
Yes. It's more political.
But are we good even if we don't sign that FTA?
See, we should sign on our terms. And I think if more than my terms, it cannot be one-sided. So I think if you ask me, so I would recommend any government or any people negotiating that you should balance out. So I think Europe is quite balanced out. Dubai is balanced out. So I'm sure we will sign. And certain areas like agri and all is better to keep it out. Like in Europe, I don't think they have taken care of agri. I think it is a very nice thing to do because these are politically sensitive. Plus, we have to slightly protect our farmer also. We can't say that, okay, India will be open to all agri products. People will dump their products here. So I don't think that is true. That is a fair way also to do it because we have to protect their interest also. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.